Hello all, this is Pawan Rawat and I am part of WineQuest team. I am presenting in this demo video my solution which I have built using the Vertex AI platform. The business use cases which I have covered in this solution are sentiment analysis on user feedback, wine recommendation based on user quiz, and recipe generation based on user input. The different features of Vertex AI and LLM which I have used building this solution are Model Garden Foundation models, text generation capability of LLM, and sentiment analysis capability of LLM. This is the application architecture diagram. The above section can be considered as data lake part of this application wherein my LLM receives unstructured input which can be user feedback. It could be an input from the event surveys. It could be a order history from the restaurants, or it could be some internal people feedback. And then it performs a sentiment analysis on top of that user feedback, identifies the overall outcome of that feedback as well as the score for that feedback, and then these matrices are stored in the SQL database. These matrices are then used while recommending the wine products to the end user. The below section is the end user facing part wherein user comes to the application and provides some input about his likings, for example what kind of events he like to join or what kind of food he likes to eat, and then based on those preferences our LLM application gets a recommendation from the using those matrices. In the third section, the user comes and provides the input to the LLM application, like what kind of wine or what kind of flavor of wine they want to make at home. And then these inputs are analyzed by LLM application, and then LLM application generates the recipe for that wine. So let us go and see the demo for all these three use cases. So first of all is the wine feedback, wherein user comes and he can simply select the food he had and the kind of wine he had with that food. He can simply insert did he whether he liked that meal or not. I liked my meal. I would like to order it again in future. Now this input is going towards the LLM application, whereas LLM is analyzing this input, overall feedback, and then it is also assigning it a score. Now our input is submitted in the SQL database, so we can simply go here and check. Yeah, so this is our input which was we just submitted. The overall outcome is positive and it has also assigned it a score based on the input. So that is how we are generating the matrices dynamically. The prompt we have used for, or I have used for this LLM is the feedback analysis prompt. I have used few short uh, prompt engineering technique for this prompt. I have given the prompt as well as some of the examples of input and the format of the output I am expecting. The another section is the wine recipe, wherein user can come and they can simply either give the wine name, flavor, or they can also submit a full text line which will be analyzed by the LLM application. For example, I would like to make orange wine at home. Give me the process with a poem. Now this text is going to our LLM app or LLM prompt, which is being analyzed, and then it will generate a simple poem and then a recipe. So here is a poem on orange wine, and then below it is a complete recipe, the ingredients it will need, the instructions to build this wine at home. Now the LLM prompt which I have used for this application or this section is wine recipe prompt. This prompt is designed using no shot or zero shot prompt engineering technique. I have not given any example for this. The third section of the application or solution are user quiz, wherein a chatbot requires some information about our likings. For example, I like to go to birthday parties and eating cheese. Now this input is again going to the LLM app, whereas this input is being analyzed, some output is being given, and then based on that output, the matrices are being retrieved from the SQL engine. Based on that, these are the two recommendations. So we can give another example like I also like to go to club parties and I like eating chicken often. So the same process is being repeated. So now there are two different kind of different type of wines which are suitable with the this kind of food. So this is the for this section we have I have used another prompt which is wine quiz question answer prompt. So this is also with single shot prompt engineering technique where I have given the prompt and a single example in the what kind of input and output I am expecting. So this is the end of this demo video. I would like to thank you to give us the opportunity for participating in this hackathon. Thank you all.